As world leaders and national governments gather in the Scottish city of Glasgow to discuss their commitments in fighting climate change, here in Qatar, local actors are taking their own steps to target this global matter. But what exactly is the issue that threatens our present, our future, and the balance between the atmosphere, the oceans, and the land? To Mohammed Ayoub, a senior researcher at Qatar Foundation's leading environmental research institute, climate change is what happens when that balance is disturbed by one factor or another. And the one way to maintain that balance is through sustainability.
Equatorial regions receive greater amounts of sunshine throughout the year than polar regions. That results in greater heat in the atmosphere, land, and ocean areas that needs to be dissipated throughout the entire global system. Atmospheric circulations and ocean currents move this heat from the equatorial regions to the polar regions to balance out that supply of energy.
So how does a country like Qatar tackle climate change? And how is Qatar Foundation leading the way in this field?
So as a country, as a state of Qatar, how many tons of carbon dioxide do we end up emitting into the atmosphere? And how many tons of carbon dioxide do we offset or reduce? And net zero means just balancing that number out so that the balance is not extra carbon dioxide that is put into the atmosphere. Research and development in the state of Qatar looks at understanding the challenges that we face as a country with climate change, looking at increasing our resilience and our ability to adapt to climate change, but then also looking at how we can manage and decrease our net carbon footprint as a country. Understanding how climate change impacts our economy, how it impacts our health and productivity as a population, and using that information to develop strategies, policies, and technological solutions to address these issues.
In this next part, Ayoub highlights some of the amazing work that Kiri is doing to battle this pressing matter.
So the research that we conduct at Kiri is focused on understanding the challenges and then also moving us towards the solutions. Coming from a harsh climate, we almost have a better understanding in terms of what it is like to live in more difficult conditions. So one central question that Kiri looks at is how can we leverage this historical knowledge within our culture, within our society, and within our research and development activities to better prepare the world in terms of how to deal with a harsher climate.
With a global responsibility as large as this one, it's time we asked ourselves what can be done for climate change. What policies would you like to see enacted to tackle climate change? What would you like to see corporations and governments do to make the world a greener place?